I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama, and this is the 20th of April, 2021. Welcome to the show. And so last night, I got back from doing the run to the storage in Houston at about 11:30. I stopped on the way home at Carl's Jr., grabbed myself dinner. Did not grab food for the family because they had ordered out Chinese for dinner. It was very late, so I wasn't really able to bring them home anything. And so I ate, got home. I continued reading Simon Winchester's Pacific, which is really interesting. Been enjoying that. Then tried to get to bed on the early side. Kind of slept okay. But the dogs were very, keeping me up and stuff, and the noise in the house kept me awake. Paul was up at 3. I had to get up at 5 to drive him to the airport at DFW, where he's catching an American flight to Liberia, Costa Rica. So dropped him off around 6:15. He caught his flight. Everything was fine a little bit after 9, and then he arrived early afternoon in Liberia, where he took a taxi to the Nicaraguan border, not far from San Juan del Sur, and then Melvin met him there and drove him to Managua. So Paul got to Managua late in the afternoon today, on April 20th. And turn around, Mia is being really weird. She's doing something with the fence here. I don't know what she's doing. She's investigating. I think there might be a wild animal, like a mouse or something, on the other side of the fence, and she is determined to find it and protect us from it. Here we spent the day heavily packing. I came home and took a short nap. Dominica napped for a long time, till almost noon. We were home all day. We're very heavily eating leftovers. We have been packing. I have some bins into the van already from today. We're down to doing small items in the house, which is where things move really slowly, and it feels very frustrating because it's so hard to see real progress. We have a lot fewer donations now, but what we are doing is instead of taking things to Goodwill, we're just setting everything out along the street, and a lot of stuff is leaving. Just when I got back last night, a whole bunch had disappeared, and when I got up this morning, a bunch of stuff had disappeared. So that is actually working pretty well. We're way down in total volume around the house from that, and we still have to take the couches out. That's 3 huge items. We got a dresser we got to take out. I don't know how we're going to do that because Paul's not here to help with that anymore. I did today move the small television from Paul's room to the living room and just leaned it up on the hearth so that we could watch something while we were packing in the living room. Better than nothing. And so, yeah, just really heavy packing day, with obviously the big thing is that Paul has now moved to Nicaragua. He has moved, right? He now lives in Nicaragua. That's where he lives. So that's huge. And he's going to get to the hotel tomorrow. We hope, probably in the middle of the day. And yeah, this is where the adventure really starts, right? He's actually there. He's on the ground. We're very sad that we're not there. We want to get there as quickly as possible. We really hope we can get this house on the market next week, and be done in Texas, and just be able to at least get up to New York and have this piece done, and then we can wait for the charter flight, right? But once we get the house sold, that's just a huge amount of logistics. The packed to Houston, sold in Dallas, and then we're kind of footloose and fancy free, and we're living on the road at that point. At least that's partway solved. And then we just have to figure out how to get us and the dogs and the kids and our stuff to Nicaragua. Still a lot of challenges, but we got to get past this hurdle. Let's see. Tonight, I ended up working until really late. Jeremy and I worked from about 11 to 12:30 or so on a project that we're doing. Tomorrow is the big Apple event, which I've been waiting for because I really want to get an iPad mini, and I've been waiting for that event to do that. I also want to get a new Apple TV. Both of those things are expected to release new versions tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to finding out about that, seeing what actually is coming out. And we're trying to make decisions about the replacement GoPro, because for those who follow, mine was stolen. My GoPro 9 Hero Black, which was amazing, that I love so much, was stolen somewhere on my last trip to Nicaragua. And so I have not been able to use that, which has not been critical now. But with stuff going on with the hotel, it's going to be pretty important pretty quickly. There's a lot of opportunity to be filming things. We'd like to have that dealt with. So we're talking about getting one right away, because waiting for the 10, it's going to be a little while, Right. That'll probably come out in September, and while that would be awesome to get the newer version, we don't know anything about it yet. Waiting that long may be a problem because it's not just waiting until September. We won't be in the States until December, which means it's 2/3 of a year away. That's a lot of filming opportunity that we'll be giving up if we don't have that camera. So probably going to get that right away. And really, we should get it. If we're going to do it, we're going to get it before we go to New York so we can film the entire drive up to New York. That'll be actually pretty interesting for Drive Warp. And that's about it. Big day here for 2021. And it's more than ever, everything is in motion as of today.